Hello, welcome back for another video on ARK Survival Ascended. Today I'll be showcasing everything new coming to the game in 2025. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Kicking things off, we have the highly anticipated Unreal Engine 5.5 upgrade, which we all know has been delayed for what feels like years now. There's a lot of people out there wishing, waiting, and hoping this upgrade is going to transform the game into a better state in terms of performance. Wildcard have done their best to keep us in the loop with things, emphasizing the difficulty of this upgrade, which I can imagine is a hefty task, so I do understand it can be quite tough to achieve. Wildcard have reassured us that this upgrade is their highest priority, and that their engineering resources at the company are fully focused on this. They did state to be targeting a launch between April the 15th and May the 15th, which we are well into that window right now. I'm just having my fingers crossed that they figure things out and get this update out within that time frame. It is said to immediately increase performance and graphics. Additional maps will immediately become optional downloads, which is a very nice feature. Of course, being as this upgrade is such a massive undertaking, it will most likely cause a lot of problems with mods. They did go on to say that they intend to check and verify all premium mods and popular free mods, and will do their best to resolve any gameplay discrepancies and crashes over time. Zen also did come out to say that this change has the potential to impact some mods in a significant way, notifying the modders to take a look at their mods accordingly. It's really nice to see that they are offering as much help as possible during this difficult time. I definitely expect to see this upgrade released closer to the May 15 mark. Whenever Wildcard do announce a release date window, they either drag it out right until the end or they just delay it. So fingers crossed the upgrade comes sooner rather than later, doesn't get delayed again, and that it has a smooth release for everyone. Up next is the Ragnarok map release. Slated to release on June the 2nd, this release and further map releases do heavily depend on the release of the Unreal Engine 5.5 upgrade, as they will be developed specifically in the 5.5 version of the engine. So we desperately need Wildcard to release the engine upgrade on time, or the whole timeline of releases this year will be going right out the window. And as we all know, Ragnarok has already been delayed quite a few times already. With all that being said, Ragnarok is one of my favorite non-story maps in the game, and I've been eagerly anticipating this remaster ever since ASA was released. Wildcard did also state that they are working alongside the original creators of Ragnarok, rejoining their studio to see that Ragnarok is released in the best state possible, which is awesome news to hear. This map is amazing. It adds so much exploration value, a wide variety of biomes, unique and challenging artifact caves, also adding mini bosses in the form of the Ice Worm Queen and the Lava Golem, a feature I wish was utilized more in caves. I do enjoy a good mini boss. The Griffin will finally make its return to ASA, one of my favorite flyers in the game, and also the Ice Wyvern, the fourth variant of Wyvern. It will be very interesting to see how the map changes, and also how or if the creatures receive any TLC or updates. I really have my fingers crossed for breedable Griffins, which is a feature I know the community are desperate to see in the game. This subject has been addressed multiple times by the devs, and came up in conversation during the Extra Life charity stream.
Do we know? Can we breed Griffins?
Not yet, but
we
probably.
I'm hoping for it. I'm crossing everything.
All of our mythical creatures that we previously thought, except for phoenixes, that previously weren't breedable or now breedable, and griffins.
So there's hope there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big voter for griffins being breedable too.
And they've definitely contemplated it before back in the day. So we just have to cross our fingers and hope this becomes a reality. I just want a baby griffin, man. It is all I want in life. I'm also crossing my fingers and toes for the Ice Wyvern nests being fixed, as they were a nightmare to obtain in ASE. Not to mention the map as a whole, I hope the map barely changes at all, as I think this map is absolute perfection. Give me some of that murder snow in my life right now. This is probably the most excited I've been for a map release in the game. I just love Ragnarok. It really has a special place in my heart, as cringy as that sounds. Also being added to Ragnarok will be the brand new map exclusive creature, which is the giant bison. It has been a narrow loser in many of the community votes, and Wildcard decided to add it along with Ragnarok after coming so close for so long, which was a really nice gesture. I can't wait, honestly. I'm a big fan of the mammoth and woolly rhino, and I get the feeling that the bison is going to be a perfect combination of the two, having great utility like the mammoth, while being able to pack a punch with its horns and offensive capabilities similar to the rhino, because those horns look look absolutely lethal. They will definitely fit perfectly into Ragnarok's highlands or maybe even the snow biomes. Sadly, there's not really any detailed information or dossier out there yet to tell us what it does, but man, it looks beautiful. A new image of this bad boy was released in the most recent community crunch, and it still looks roughly the same as the concept art from months ago, maybe with some slightly shorter horns. You can see there is a human walking with a basket of milk, so maybe you can milk them, and maybe we'll see a nice new consumable in the game. Maybe something similar to wyvern milk, who knows. With this image still stating to have a release date of June the 2nd, which hopefully is a good indication that they believe they are still on track to meet this release date. The Bison is your horned heavyweight champion of headbutts and highland havoc. This community voted bruiser isn't just bringing brute force, though trust us, it's got plenty of that. It's also packaged some surprisingly nourishing qualities for those wise enough to keep it close, so that's probably referencing the basket of milk that this survivor is carrying, whether it's terrorizing would-be threats or just being the burly barnyard buddy you didn't know you needed. The Bison is ready to make its mark in the ARK world with the release of Ragnarok. There is no words to express how hyped I am to see this beast in the game. Another surprising announcement would be the Astraeos map also receiving a big update, with the surprising part being said to also release in June. I don't really understand why they would release this update the same month as Ragnarok. The only thing that really makes sense is that they are anticipating Ragnarok to be delayed, and being as Nokartis is working on Astraeos separately, they can guarantee that new content of some sort will definitely be released in the month of June. Let me know in the comments what you think there. I 100% don't believe that they will ever release a new map and also a big map update in the same month. I just don't think it makes sense for anyone, but then again, I could be totally wrong, as it is Nokartis working on this map and not Wildcard. Anyway, Nokartis has announced what will be included in the big update. Nestled deep in this upcoming expansion is a breathtaking redwood region where towering trees meets ancient ruins, hidden secrets lie in wait in the shadows of caves, including a stunning glacier cave. This lush and mysterious biome is packed with prime building spots, brand new points of interest, and will become the new home of the snow owl, so there will be much to explore here, I'm sure. Later in the year, Valguero will also make its return to the official roster of maps, a map I never really played all that much, admittedly because I was kinda taking a break from ARK at the time. It's another awesome map with a lot on offer. I think it's safe to say that almost everyone I know loves Valguero, and it's easy to see why. This map is slated to release sometime in August, which of course is pretty optimistic with everything going on right now, so I'd be pretty impressed if they meet an August release date. Explore a vast and diverse 63km² map with a multitude of new terrains and biomes to explore. Explore new heights and hidden depths, whether it's creating your foundations in the White Cliffs or discovering the secrets of the Pit of Aberration. Valguero offers a new experience of ARK universe with new biomes, observe familiar ARK creatures in a vast environment and meet the Deinocheirus, the newest ARK feathered theropod found only on Valguero. And I know for sure that everyone is highly anticipating the Deinocheirus returning to the game. It is a favoured battle mount by many for many reasons. People just love the Deinocheirus. Most notable features would be the wild broodmother mini-boss found in the Redwoods, an ice wyvern trench. It was the first map other than Scorched Earth and Aberration to not have its own ocean, however having a giant underground ocean found in the centre of the map, a place where you'll find all those typical aquatic beauties that we love to tame. I'm also intrigued to see what happens with the Aberration part of the map. I would love to see them add rock drakes, nests and all that shindig. Nokartis also came out to announce that he will be working alongside Wildcard to give us the best version of Valguero, which is great news. It's nice to see that Wildcard are teaming up with these original map makers, which in turn means Ragnarok and Valguero should be far better in their ASA remastered glory. Of course, we can't talk about Valguero without mentioning the recent community voted creature winner. Yes, the Megaraptor will also be coming with the release of Valguero. A surprising winner for me, as I believe the Megaraptor was down at number 4 or 5 for me. I really wanted to see the giant stick bug in the game, to be honest. I thought it looked like such a unique creature. With all that being said, I'm surely not going to complain about any new free creatures coming to the game. It is still a new creature at the end of the day, and it's always going to be exciting to see one added to the game. And being as they brought in some new talent to develop it, we'll guarantee that it will be a fantastic addition to the map. From looking at the dossier, I must say it doesn't really look like much of a raptor to me. It looks more like a cross between a UT and a Rex, and looks around the same size of an Allosaurus. These community voted creatures are all just concepts though. All their abilities are subject to change, so it'll be interesting to see how well it fits into the game full of many different theropods. leading us on perfectly to Fantastic Tames. You either love them or you hate them. So far we've had the Pyromane, which was released alongside the center map, and the Dreadmare, which was released alongside the Fear Ascended event. There's no denying that these paid creatures look very cool, and well, quite frankly, very strong creatures, with plenty of arguments as to why both are pay to win, with each creature installment costing $5 or £4.29 in my case. We will be seeing a new Fantastic Tame with the release of Ragnarok, and another further down the line with the Valguero release, so who knows what that will be. Maybe it's time to add a water creature of some sort, being as the Pyromane is a land creature and the Dreadmare is a flyer. I'd like to think that they might mix it up a little with the next installment. I do personally dislike these fantasy creatures. I don't think they fit very well into the game at all. I'd much rather see them add new dinosaurs or prehistoric creatures any day of the week, but of course that's just my opinion. ARK Additions Creatures have steadily been added to the official lineup of vanilla creatures throughout 2024 and one in 2025. More should be following suit throughout 2025 if all goes to plan, with the Ceratosaurus, Surfactinus, Archelon, Deinocheirus and Deinocheirus all being added to the base game already. Garuga himself stated that there will be 10 creatures coming to the base game from the mod, which still leaves us with 5 more creatures to be added. Other creatures include the Brachiosaurus, Acrocanthosaurus, Helicoprion, Concave Venator, and the Cryolophosaurus. It is uncertain of which is to come next. However, there was a very exciting announcement last week, where the creator of the ARK Additions modded creatures, Garuga, came out to say that he has been officially employed by Wildcard, which honestly is some of the best news we've had in a very long time. This can only mean good things for ARK and what's to come in the future. Garuga has brought the community some outstanding creatures since the release of ASA, maybe even some of the best. Highly detailed and freshly polished animations. You really can't beat his creature designs. He goes on to say that the Megaraptor will be his first project, which we've already featured in the video, so we will all feel comfort in knowing that this creature is being worked on by one of the best developers out there. Another exciting thing he did state is that more additional creatures will be added to the base game, including the Suchominus, a creature I'm a big fan of, the Deinocheirus, no idea what this thing is, kinda looks like the Pego and Spino had a baby, and also the Velociraptor, which kinda makes zero sense as we already have a raptor in the game, unless he is going to TLC the raptor, and it does seem that these creatures are extra additions along with the 10 Garuga already announced. He did however mention that the Savage Acro is still undecided and that he may discuss that with the internal team. I personally would love to see it in the game, but it is a bit of a powerhouse, which I guess is why it's undecided. Either way, it's all exciting stuff, and I'm really hyped to see what releases come this and next year. And finally, we have the Lost Colony DLC map, slated to release in November this year at the cost of a whopping $29.99. Damn. Which, is almost the price of the entire base game. This is even available for pre-order on June the 2nd, the same day Ragnarok releases. It is a very questionable price to say the least, so it better be damn good, and I'm expecting to see something new and unique far from what we know so well in ARK this far. As of now, we've barely seen any information on the map other than the animated trailer for it, offering a very small glimpse at Mei Yin's journey following the events of Extinction, as she arrives on Arat Prime, fighting what appears to be some sort of vampire. ARK Lost Colony is a full-size canonical expansion pack, featuring a brand new map, creatures, items, structures, and the continuation of the story of ARK. Lost Colony drops you into a massive, occupied city. Occupied with what though? Is this referring to vampires, or will we see NPCs in the game? There is a lot of questions to be asked. The map will be packed with dangers as you become the hunted, and gain access to powerful new kinds of character abilities and unique gear. Character abilities and unique gear were things teased as to what to expect with the release of ARK 2, gaining experience points through gameplay and knowledge points from completing objectives and unique challenges. So is this an indication that Wildcard are testing out the waters with these ARK 2 plans and implementing them into ASA? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, the epic new story of ARK Lost Colony bridges the gap from ARK Extinction to ARK Genesis and into the world of ARK 2. Will survivors be able to face down the evil lurking in Arat Prime and connect ARK's past and future? And we all know how vampires work. They bite, they infect, they pass on their powers to their targets. It's a crazy but interesting concept. It will probably either be the best or the worst addition to ARK yet, but I'm all for new content. This game is getting a little stale just replaying remastered maps that we've already played to death in ASE, so I do believe it will be quite refreshing to see a massive change in direction. Well, I do hear that elephant in the room. Is it really going to be worth that $30 price tag? I really do hope it it is, but damn, that is a steep price. Wildcard are very well known to make amazing maps and to give us a unique and immersive experience, but they do have to give us something big for that price tag, which will perfectly close out the video for today. I'm personally super hyped for 2025 and what is in store for ARK. Please do feel free to let me know in the comments of what you're looking forward to the most this year, and if you did enjoy the video or found it helpful in any way, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more. I have been making huge progress editing my 100 days video, and I'm crossing my fingers I'll get it released in the next few weeks for all you lovely people to enjoy. Hope you all have a great week, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, goodbye.